So, hello and welcome back to the University of Birmingham. We are continuing day 6 of the women's blind football here. It is game 2 of today's proceedings and it is the turn of Morocco and Austria as they fight out for the 5th place playoff in the women's competition. The teams are just headed out for their anthems, so after the anthems and proceedings have been completed, it will be myself and Dixie Dean to guide you through proceedings.
For the national anthem of Morocco.
السؤدة وحما منتدى وحما عيشة بالأوطان للعلا والوان للرب للروحي للجسد
Please remain standing if you are able for the national anthem of Austria.
So, passion displayed from both sets of players there of their respective national anthems. Let's take a look at the teams for this game, starting with Morocco. In goal, number 1, Hasne Amri. Number 8, Hane Berouan. Number 10, Nadir Ouimaima. Number 6 is Shabuba Fatima Zara. And number 7 is Boudiab Waimama, who started this week in goal, as Morocco at the time only had 4 players. They are now up to 5, thankfully, with the arrival of Hasne Amri, who is in place for their last group game and is in goal again today. They do have no substitutes, however, so those 5 will be on the pitch at all times. Their coach is Jardini El Hassan, and their guide is Saeed Hmi. So now taking a look at the Austria team, we have in goal number 1 Tanda Hengel, and in outfield number 3 Anna Maria Javornik, number 6 Daniela Angara, her twin sister number 7 Angelica Angara, and number 10 Bettina Sulyuk. The substitute for Austria, their one substitute, is number 9 Rebecca Gottwald. Their coach is Asmin Traore and their guide is Beatty Angara. So 2 teams with identical group records, 2 draws and 1 defeat. Morocco did score against Sweden. The number 8 Hanay Barouan, their captain, scored that goal. Austria, like our 2 previous teams in the first game, are goalless so far this tournament, although they have been very tight at the back. They've only lost 1 game so far and only conceded 1 goal. If we take a look at today's fixtures, you can see we are into game 2 of the day. Morocco against Austria. Game 1, Germany beat England on penalties 1-0 in the 7th place playoff. We then, after this, head to the men's competition with 2 games from Group A. Japan against Turkey at 12:30, then Italy against Thailand at 2:30, and then we change attention to Group B with England, China at 4:30, and then our last game of the day is Germany against Argentina at 6:30. So the officials just having a quick chat to the players ahead of this one. Our officials for this game are Julia Kalbau, Oya Kassar, Stefan Miloncevic, Vivek Tundiparambil. Your scorer is Matt Winton and the timekeeper is Mayara Crispim. So the flags have been passed over and we are almost set for this 5th place playoff. I'd like to welcome back Dixie Dean, my co-commentator.
Good morning, guys. Nice to be back again. We've got an interesting game here. I missed the last Morocco group game, and so this is the first time I've seen them actually playing with 5, which is going to be a great benefit to them. And the goalkeeper, who was playing the earlier part of the week, is now playing on the pitch, which is great. So they're up to full strength now. So I would imagine they're going to be an awful lot better than what I saw them on Monday and Wednesday, I think it was. Austrians, it's a bit of a family affair with the Austrians. You've got the 2 twins, and you've got Mum behind the goal as the attacking guide. So it's definitely a family affair for the Austrians, and it's nice to see. And I'm sure they're having both teams are having a fantastic week away in Birmingham here, and they'll take back lots of memories of these games.
Yeah, you said a family fair for Austria, and thankfully Morocco with 5 players now. Although their results do suggest that they play better with 4. 2 draws with 4 players, went up to 5 for Thursday's fixture against Japan and lost 4-0. Although that's nothing on them, we know how strong Japan are in this tournament. Referees just making their final checks here ahead of the start of play. 2 15-minute halves, and then if we are still level at the end of that, it will be straight to penalties, as we saw in the 7th place playoff earlier, to determine who finishes 5th and who finishes 6th. So it'll be Morocco kicking off here from right to left in their green kit with red trim, and Austria kicking from left to right as you look on our main camera in white shirts and black shorts. So we've kicked off here with Morocco, the Moroccan number 10. Nadir Ouimaima kicks us off and brings the ball down the right-hand side of the Austrian defence. Now back into midfield. Umaima on the ball, nice turn, driving forward, closing into the Austrian box, but just runs out of room there, and like we saw in the first game, just runs out of room at the final touch, just letting her down there, so that's out for an Austrian goal kick.
Yeah, that could have been a little trip there, but the referees decided to let play go on, and Morocco have got the ball just outside the attacking third, and twisting and turning, trying to get into a better shooting position.
Yeah, their skipper there, Hane Berouan, their only goal scorer this week, and she bears down on goal again, has an effort that's blocked by the Austrian keeper Tanda Hengel. Berouan, scorer of that goal in Morocco's opening game against Sweden on Monday, which they drew 1-1. Haven't scored since. They drew 0-0 with England on Tuesday, and then, as I said, lost 4-0 to Japan on Thursday. They're battling hard here, but they've given away a free kick, Morocco. We did see them give away quite a few fouls in their previous games. Gave away so many that they... In fact, no, they've won the free kick, it looks like.
It's a free kick to Austria. I'm just struggling to see why.
Has been given a free kick to Austria.
So it's got to be an indirect free kick, so it must mean something technical, like an obstruction or something like that.
One of the referees is just checking the blindfold, the eye mask of one of the Moroccan players. But yeah, there's no foul count gone up, so
yeah, and it's indirect because she's got her hand above her head there. So yeah. So away we go with the Austrians on the halfway line, on the near side board to us.
So Austria with their first attack of the game, first real chance on the ball, but they've given it away here. And number 10, Umaima, comes forward, has a shot, and that just trickles past the post. A good effort there, actually, not too far away.
No, that was quite close, and I think the keeper, right at the end, they realised how close it was to the post, and so got across quite quickly after that. And
Hengel
good effort.
left it, but very nearly regretted her decision in doing so. Very nearly saw that one trickle in. But still 0-0 here. Played almost 2.5 minutes of this 5th place playoff. Morocco certainly starting on the front foot here. Hengel in goal for Austria, picks that one up though. She distributes left and finds Bettina Soljok. That's well won back again by Umaima. She's driving forward, has another effort which is wide, but already 3 early shots for Morocco.
Yeah, Morocco have definitely settled better out of the two sides, and Austria are finding it difficult to get out of their half, but the ball is in the Moroccan half, but it's just drizzled out and over the touchline, and we'll have a goal clearance from the Moroccan keeper.
Yeah, Hengel struggling a little bit with her distribution early in this one, and Austria really can't get a foothold on the ball. That said, Hasne Amri has done the exact same. So at the minute, we've got the two goalkeepers rolling it to each other. This time, Hengel looks to her right and finds one of the Angara twin sisters, Daniela. She's lost it, and here goes Umaima. Bit of a miscontrol there from the Moroccan number 10. Battling away to try and win possession though here, and it does look like Morocco are going to come out on top. Berouan is fighting away hard there, and Umaima is now on the ball. Austria tracking her the whole way. Ball now moves from one hand of the pitch to the other. Into the near side boards. And Austria clear that one upfield. Number 7 there, Boudiab Ayoumaima, comes across to collect for Morocco. As you said earlier, she was in goal for their first 2 group games. Their goalkeeper Hasne Amre wasn't here, so Ayoumaima stepped up and did very well overall. She saved an penalty against a... They've got a corner here. They're taking. Cut in field, but comes back and they've lost the ball here. Hane Berouane brings it away from Morocco. So good defensive work there from Morocco. Dealt with that corner well, and they're now once again on the front foot and inside the Austrian half. Players just tussling away from the ball there. Berouane and Ouimaima go in from Morocco. Sulyok is there for Austria, and a foul has been given.
Yeah, I think the foul's been given to Austria against the Moroccan player. The Moroccan player was on the floor, but she was still trying to play the ball. And when you're on the floor, you're not allowed to play the ball because it's dangerous. So I think we're going to get a free kick to Austria. Have I read the situation correctly? I think I have. Yeah, it's definitely a free kick to Austria.
Yep. Yeah, so a free kick to Austria here. On the far left-hand side boards, about halfway inside their own half. It's cleared up field, looking for Daniela Angara on the ball. He's over to the near side boards. She's got Boudiab Ayoumaima behind her, defending for Morocco. And Ayoumaima wins that back. Passes it on to number 10, Nadir Ouimaima, who is, and so far, the star player for Morocco in this one today. And Ouimaima clears up field. That goes through the legs of Rebecca Gottwald for Austria, and that'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a hit and hope on that one. So at the moment we've got the ball down just in front of us in our commentary position. Morocco trying to stop it going out, and there's a bit of a battle going on the boards. We've got 2 Moroccan ladies there and one Austrian. The Austrian lady's gone down onto the floor and she's back up on her feet again. They're still battling away there. She's trying to get through, and it's been cleared away by the Moroccan number 8.
Yeah, there have been a lot of physical tussles so far. Morocco showing that physicality that they've shown all week, really. Sometimes straying just over the line a little bit and giving away a few too many fouls in some of their games. So that ball will trickle out for a goal clearance to Austria. And Tanda Hengel in the Austrian goal will pass out to her left, looking for number 10, Bettina Sulyok. Sulyok drives in field. She's met with a fierce Moroccan defence. Morocco once again defending well in numbers here, and the number 7 Boudiab Ayoumaima has got it away and cleared it downfield, down the left-hand side board. Picked up by Berouane. Berouane driving at Austria here. Is she going to get there? No, not quite. That's been cleared away. Morocco certainly creating the better chances, but not quite finding that cutting edge in front of goal.
Based on the earlier games in the week, I think Austria's best chance is to get it to the number 10, Bettina Sulyok. She looked the most likely in the other 2 games, and I think she's the girl with a more experience out of all the Austrians. So if I was a coach, I would be saying, right, let's try and give her the ball and let her lead the line a little bit.
At the minute it's the Moroccan number 10, her counterpart Nadir Ouimaima, who seems to be running the show. But as you said, Austria need to find a focal point here. As we've seen in a lot of the women's games so far, the key does seem to be find your star player as much as possible. A bit of individual brilliance can get you out of a tricky situation. But at the minute, Austria are penned back inside their own half. Even when they get the ball, which they have managed to here, they're struggling to get it away, and Morocco continue on the front foot.
Yeah, if Austria do win it, they've got no outball at all, because the four of them are back virtually in their own penalty area defending, so they've got no one to pass it to when they do win it, and they're passing it forward, and it's just going back to the Moroccan, and the Moroccans just bring it back.
Yeah, Berouan with the effort there, but it wasn't powerful enough to trouble Hengel at all. Picks it up easily and cleared it upfield, but as you said, there's just no Austrian presence down the pitch. They're working as hard as they possibly can to disrupt Morocco, but at the minute, Morocco are quite comfortable to play as much of this game as possible inside the Austrian half. Umaima is on the ball again. She's being well tracked by Austria, but still in control. Ball now finds its way to number 7, Boudiab Umaima, who passes it on to Berouan, the captain. Berouan drives forward down the left, manages to keep it in play, and turns back well. It's a lovely turn from Berouan to shake the defender. She drives forward and has an effort which just trickles past the post.
Yeah, that was really unlucky there. She's done really well. The ball was running away from her. She sprinted after it down the left-hand flank, managed to keep it in on play and come back in on herself and stretching for the shot, really. I think she overreached herself a little bit, and it's... it
was a lovely effort there from Berouan. She did very well. A little bit of confusion here as Morocco seem to think this is a timeout, but the play is continuing.
That's bad by the coach, isn't it?
And Austria now actually have a chance to drive and attack at them.
My word, the Moroccan coach, the ball's gone out and the goalkeeper is just about to throw it out, and he's called all his players into the board thinking it was a timeout, and Austria coming down the other side, and all the Moroccan players are on the boards.
Bizarre there. Even the goalkeeper was having to rush back into her position, but Bettina Suljok of Austria couldn't quite capitalise. Ball is now with Daniela Angera on this near side. She's now into the centre of the pitch, trying to drive forward, but Morocco have defended well so far today. Once again, they get bodies around the ball, get feet in, trying to disrupt the rhythm, win that ball back and push forward onto the attack, which they have done once again, although that is a good tackle. Austria now back in possession. Captain's armband on Suljok. Bettina Suljok fighting hard for Austria. She's a bit outnumbered though, and Morocco do once again come away with it. Berouan picks it up, drives forward onto her left foot, but that comes off the edge of her boot. Tries to keep it in, but unable to do so, although referee's whistle does go as she goes down, although that'll just be out for a goal kick, I believe. Yeah,
it was just a goal clearance. She's overstretched herself and can't control the ball because she's hitting it right at the furthest extent away from her body.
Yeah, just that shot on the run proving to be Morocco's downfall at the minute. We've got just under a minute and a half to go in this first half. Still 0-0 here in the 5th place playoff, but Morocco looking to change that here. Umaima drives forward onto the right foot, looks to shoot, but once again, ball just running away from her. And she just can't quite stretch out to make contact with it. Now, finally, a bit of possession for Austria. Suljok on the ball into midfield. She's being tracked by 3 Moroccan defenders, though, and it's a lot for her to ask to do it on her own. That's it. Daniela Angera, who looks back for her captain, goes across the pitch, and that's been intercepted by Umaima, who drives forward, takes the shot, and that is just wide. That's another excellent chance for Morocco.
Yeah, that's the chance of the half. That was the best bit of play that we've seen, and the Moroccan players picked it up, and she's driven into the middle of the pitch and unleashed a good right-footed shot, and it's just narrowly missed the post. There was a bit of power behind that one as well, so that was the best effort so far.
Yeah, Umaima seems to be the bright spark for Morocco in this one, and she's on the ball again here, driving at pace. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Drives forward, tries to get through the Austrian defence, but can't quite. There's 7 seconds to go, and the ball is ricocheting around near the Austrian box. That'll almost certainly bring us to the close of the first half, and there is the buzzer to signify the end of the first half. So 0-0 here, although one team certainly on the front foot. Very strong first half from Morocco. They're unable to make the breakthrough despite having the majority of the ball and by far the best chances. Austria, who have had a good record at the back throughout this tournament, are looking a little bit shaky so far as we look at a couple of the best highlights of the first half, almost all of which will be at one end.
Yeah, it's a good run by the 10. She gets a shot away, just evades the right-hand post there. And the chance she's coming through. Again, it just narrowly misses the post.
Yeah, Morocco on multiple occasions just narrowly going wide. They have certainly created the better opportunities, although they haven't really tested Tanda Hengel in the Austrian goal yet.
Well, it can only improve.
Yeah, so 0-0 here at half-time. We're going to take a short break, and then we will be back for the second half.
It's fast, technical and tense. This is your guide to five-a-side football. There are 5 players per team, 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. The aim of the sport is to score a goal by kicking the ball into your opponent's goal, and at the end of the game, whoever scored the most wins. Players must wear eye shades to ensure that all players have the same level of vision. That is apart from the goalkeepers, who aren't required to wear eye shades and can be fully sighted. Their job is to keep the ball from going in the goal behind them. But how do the players on the field know where the ball, or indeed the goal, is? Well, the ball in blind football is specially designed to make sound whenever it moves. Also, each team has a guide behind the opposition goal to help direct them. Each player is required to shout "Voy" when going for the ball. This ensures every player has the cues they need to help build a picture of what's going on and what to do next in defence or attack. To help this, total silence is required from the crowd until a goal goes in. Voy is Spanish for go, and it was the Spanish who were credited with originally developing blind football in the 1920s. As well as the Paralympics, teams from all corners of the world can compete at World, European, Asian, African and America's Championships, as well as a World Grand Prix.
Blind football can be played by both men and women, with the historic first Women's World Championships coming up in 2023.
So what are you waiting for? Give it a try.
IBSA, International Blind Sports Federation, presents, with the support of the International Paralympic Committee, IBSA Anti-Doping App, the first application of its kind in the Paralympic movement, specifically designed for blind and visually impaired people. Athletes, coaches, medical staff, managers, and the public in general now have a powerful tool to stay focused on the principles of clean sport. Scrolling down the main menu, you can find all the important themes you need to know to play fair and be alert to testing procedures and necessary adaptations for athletes with visual impairments. IBSA gives top priority to anti-doping control, being the only international federation with 3 sports in the Paralympic family: goalball, football, and judo. IBSA Anti-Doping App has external links, namely to WADA, where our sport agents can always find the most updated information, especially the list of prohibited substances and methods. Glory in sport can only be achieved by the athlete's awareness of their rights and responsibilities. You can find them on the IBSA Anti-Doping App. IBSA is continuously promoting anti-doping education to all its affiliate athletes and sport agents, not only about the consequences of the use of doping and the risk of using supplements. IBSA believes that education is the major tool to fight doping in sport. Informed athletes can make better decisions. Download the app now at the usual operating system stores.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen history being made today.
Such a great team at these championships.
IBSA. Beyond sight. Feel the sport.
welcome back to a dry but quite windy University of Birmingham for this 5th place clash in the women's blind football event between Morocco and Austria. We are still goalless here at half time, still looking for our first open play goal of the day. Otherwise we're going to be headed to another penalty shootout. Morocco had the better of that first half, so Austria will be looking to change things. They'll kick off this second half, kicking right to left as you look on from our main camera. Officials just doing their final check. Dixie, are you expecting more of the same in the second half, Morocco to dominate?
Well, yes, I am, and hopefully the Austrian coaches is giving them some instructions. If Austria want to win this game, they've got to get Sulichuk on the ball more. She's the strongest Austrian player and the most technical, and off she goes, heading towards the goal as we speak.
Yeah, Bettina Suliuk straight away on the ball, driving forward, but she's met by 4 Moroccan defenders all around her. Very difficult for her to do anything when she's that closely marked. And Nadir Ouimaouma, who was the bright spark for Morocco in the majority of that first half, is immediately on the ball for them. She had about 4 or 5 decent efforts in that first half, although unable to find the back of the net. The ball here just inside her own half, but that's a good tackle there from Austria. And the number 7, Angelica Angara, one of the Angara twin sisters, is bringing that forward. Her mum beat on the sidelines as coach. Full family affair for Austria today. And there is her twin sister Daniela clearing that one away upfield. That's going to trickle out for another goal clearance to Morocco. Hasni Amri with the clearance, looks left, looking for Ouimaouma. She controls that well and passes across the pitch, finds Hane Barouane, the Moroccan skipper. Barouane, scorer of Morocco's only goal this week. Tried to drive that towards goal, but it's trickled out.
Yeah, again, she was just overstretching a bit. She was going across the face of the goal, and she wants to wrap her foot round it to bring it back in onto the goal. Because the ball's rolling away from her, she's stretching to kick it, and she's making contact with her toe rather than her instep, and it's sending it off the pitch.
Yeah, Morocco with another shot, but not quite another big chance. Though this time it's Austria on the attack. They have finally got a decent bit of possession in the Moroccan half. Morocco defending in numbers here, defending as a herd. The number 10, Nadir Ouimaouma, fighting hard there to win it back off of her counterpart, Bettina Suliuk. And Ouimaouma does come away with the ball inside the Austrian half now. That's a lovely turn. Just through on goal, and unfortunately her shot just cannons off one foot into the other there. That's trickled out for a goal kick. But once again, positive signs for Morocco.
Yeah, it's good display by Morocco there, and excellent defending by one of the twins.
Yeah, once again, Ouimaouma has been strong there, and that's more poor distribution there from Tanda Hengel. Been quite a few of her clearances have gone straight out for up at the other end and give possession straight back to Morocco. As this ball trickles all the way, it's just going to stop just before the goal line. A battle between Ouimaouma and Daniela Angara for possession. And that's picked up by the Austrian number 9, Rebecca Gottwald. Now on the right-hand board, far side of the pitch. Clears it into Moroccan territory, and that's now being picked up by Bettina Suliuk. So slightly better from Austria so far in this half. They are at least getting a couple of more bodies forward, putting a little bit more pressure on the Moroccan defence. Suliuk has the ball up against the board here. She's controlling it well despite heavy pressure from Moroccan defence, and she's turned well now towards the left side of the pitch. Plays it off the board and finds number 7, Angelica Angara. Angara moves down towards the goal line. She's got Berouan, the Moroccan captain, right behind her, and Berouan has come away with the ball out of that exchange. Drives forward, over halfway. Now into the near side board. And Umaima picks it up for Morocco. Here goes Umaima. She's lost possession there at the minute. It's a bit of a scrappy affair these last couple of minutes. That's cleared away upfield by Daniela Angara. Both sides just struggling a little bit to get a foothold since the break.
Yeah, the referee done really well there. She was running full ball backwards to make sure she didn't get in contact with the ball, and she's done well there as Morocco launch another attack.
Morocco launching another attack, and Umaima on the ball once again in that attack. And that's well defended there by Rebecca Gottwald. Escorted that out well for a goal clearance. Still waiting our first goal in this one with just under 10 minutes to go until penalties. As Morocco come forward once again. Umaima on the ball. Cuts inside onto the right foot, has a shot. That's saved though by Engel. Not a huge amount of power on it, but down low to her right. Cleaned up nicely.
I think referees will stop this.
Yeah, there seems to be an injury here as there's a Moroccan player down, and there is the whistle.
Yeah, it was a crossfield ball from the Austrian player, and she's chipped it across, and it's hit the Moroccan full in the face and absolutely poleaxed her. She went straight down, and quite rightly, with a head injury, the referees have stopped the game and just give her time to check herself out and everything.
Nadir Umaima just clutching the right side of her face there where she got struck. She is thankfully up and back on her feet, just reapplying her eye shade now. So hopefully we'll get back underway and she is okay to continue. I might just want to double check that she is okay. Just bring her to the sidelines here. Physio just to have a quick look, make sure she's alright. I'm just going to reapply some of the eye tape here.
But it's been better by the Austrians. The second half, they're trying to get the ball forward and trying to put some pressure on the Moroccans, and which in turn takes a little bit of the pressure off them defensively. So we got just over 9 minutes to go. So hopefully we don't go down to the dreaded penalties and we can get it. The match all fixed up in the normal period.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a scrappy second half so far, but as you say, that suits Austria a little bit. They have at least managed to move the ball further away from their own goal. So we're going to resume play with a uncontested drop ball here in favour of Austria, it looks like.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. They were in possession of the ball when the referee blew the whistle, so it's only right and proper that they're giving the ball back to start.
They're giving the ball back to start, and they've given it away immediately. And Umaima on the ball for Morocco straight after her minor injury, so thankfully she is okay to continue. The Moroccan skipper Berouan in the corner, backing down her defender, using that strength to keep hold of the ball, and Umaima picks it up, drives forward, just loses control at the last second there. And that attempted clearance there has actually hit the number 10, Bettina Sulyok, and she's inadvertently put that out for a corner.
Good pressure by Morocco here on that side there. They managed to force a corner out of the Austrians. Austrians are defensively, they're very good. They're really well organised around the box, and to get an opening, you've really got to work hard. And they've up until now they've kept the Moroccans at bay.
Yeah, There's number 6 there, Daniela Angara, with that attempted clearance, but she'd only find the back of Bettina Sulyok as it went out for a corner. Corner to Morocco. And Umaima on the ball, who's twisting and turning her way, trying to drive towards goal, but Sulyok is matching her every move. Umaima cuts in field. Into the right foot, but that's partially cleared away by Angelica Angara. But here's Umaima again, driving forward. Here's a chance. Takes the right foot, but just doesn't make contact with the shot. Trickles through to the goalkeeper. Easy save.
Yeah, she got herself into a great position then. I thought, here we go, this is a goal. And she doesn't make a decent contact on the ball with the shot. Oh, what, such a shame, because she worked really hard to get into a position. And then the shot was just pretty weak, to be fair.
She's got another chance here as she picks up the ball just inside her own half. Sulyok is battling away there for Austria and comes out the better in that duel of the two number 10s. Sulyok goes down, referees indicate play on. Umaima drives forward but into more Austrian defence. The ball is now on the near side board with Angelica Angara, who drives forward well into Moroccan territory. Goes past one. That's a strong tackle there from Boudiab Umaima. But Angelica Angara continuing to persevere and battle hard up there for Austria on this near side. Well, certainly doing a better job of keeping Morocco in their own half here, Austria. That one has been cleared up the pitch. And Daniela Angara finds her twin sister. Lovely pass there, upfield. So Angelica now on the ball. And, well, almost gone for the lob there over the keeper. First shot on target for Austria.
Yeah, speculative, but yeah, it was a shot on target, which is a bonus.
Certainly more positive signs from Austria, and she's gone again there. Very similar effort, and again saved by the Moroccan goalkeeper Hasne Amri, but at least some positive signs of life here from Austria.
Yeah, she just seems to, instead of putting her foot through the ball, she's just scooping it up, and she's too far out really to cause a goalkeeper any real problems. But as Alex has definitely said, it's a step forward, and that's two in quick succession now that they've managed to get on target.
Yeah, Austria definitely having the better of the last couple of minutes here. It is still 0-0. We've got just over 5 minutes to play in this one before we do head to penalties to decide who finishes 5th and who finishes 6th in the women's competition here. That's going to go out, and that is going to be a corner to Austria. So once again, Austria showing pressure, and they have just called a timeout as well to talk things over, see how best to continue to apply pressure on Morocco here, see if they can find that opening goal. 0-0 still, although Daniela Angara in the last couple of minutes has had a couple of efforts for Austria on goal, and they do seem to be getting Bettina Sulyok on the ball a bit more. They seem to be containing Morocco more, so we'll have a quick talk over ahead of this corner, see how best to try and find the breakthrough.
Yeah, we don't really want to see penalties. It's not an ideal way of finishing a game, really. If you win it or lose it, it doesn't feel right. So I'm really hoping that the girls can sum up a little bit of energy. I think some of them are tired, especially the Moroccans. For the first two games they were only playing with 4, so they would have expelled a lot of energy in those 2 games earlier part of the week. And they've got no subs, and they can't make any changes, so they must be getting tired. So just 5 more minutes of hard graft, girls, and try and bag yourself a goal and have the honour of finishing 5th in the tournament.
Yeah, as you said, they will be tired. Both these teams have very small squads. Morocco played their first 2 games with just 4 players, now up to 5, but no subs at all. Austria have 6 in their squad, so just the 1 substitute available to them. So these girls have been on the pitch almost all the time for this week in their 3 group games, and now this is their 4th game. So They will be feeling it a little bit in the legs. Corner to Austria. Good chance here to potentially get a shot on the Moroccan goal. Morocco goalkeeper just setting up the defenders. The referee just checking that they're far enough away from the corner. As we resume play with 5.5 minutes to go. So corner to Austria. Driving forward, and there is a shot on goal at least, although it is wide at the near post. Not a great opportunity that. Not a great angle to shoot from, but another shot nonetheless, this time from Angelica Angera. Austria continuing to try and win the ball back as much as possible against Morocco here, although Morocco now have the ball inside the Austrian half and back in possession of it. Barouan and Oumaima doing very well together to retain possession there for Morocco. That's cleared up field by Daniela Angera, looking for her twin sister Angelica, who chases after it, although she's not going to get there. And this one's out for a goal kick to Morocco. Moroccan keeper Hasne Amre looks to her right hand side, finds Nadir Oumaima, who has been their star player, and drives forward, looks again for a shot, and once again the ball just running away from her, and just she tries to shoot, she just can't quite make contact with it.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that today, where she's got herself into a reasonable shooting position and just not got the composure to execute the shot. Very disappointing.
Yeah, once again an excellent opportunity that she's created for herself, but just that final shot just getting away from her at the last second. As Suliok drives forward for Austria, and she has an effort that goes tamely wide. This game just starting to open up a little with 4 minutes to go. It's going to be cleared up field by the Austrian keeper Tanda Hengel, and Angelica Angera is after it. Pins the ball against the barrier before playing a cross-field pass. Looking for her number 10, Bettina Suliuk. Suliuk does well. Drives past one Moroccan defender, but runs into more trouble. And Morocco have marshalled that well, although the ball is going to stop just short of the keeper's area, so Amri cannot pick that up. Morocco clear well themselves, though. The outfielders doing their job there, and they've got the ball to Nadir Oumaima, who manages to pass it back and then gets it back off of her captain Hasne Barouan there. Turned back to a little bit of a scrappy affair in the middle of the park here. Neither side quite being able to get consistent possession as we approach the final 2.5 minutes of this one. Ball on the near sideboard, halfway inside the Moroccan half. Austria battling away hard down there. Angelica Angera trying to win possession, and it's found its way to Suliuk, and Bettina Suliuk drives forward and she's won a free kick.
Yeah, it was a good run by Bettina there. She's picked the ball up and attacked the attacking third and driven in there at some pace, and she's been pulled down and got a free kick to Austria. It's probably 10 metres from the goal, quite central. 2 minutes to play. Could this be the time?
Good opportunity this for Austria. They've certainly been more positive in this second half. Troubled Morocco a little bit more at the back. Bettina Suliuk and the two Angera twins in particular have been positive on the ball. This could be their moment. This could be their chance to score their first goal of the week. They've been strong at the back, but have really struggled in front of goal this week. This would be a real moment for them if they can find the back of the net with this free kick routine. The guide behind the goal, Beat Angera, will be instructing them. Hasni Amri, the Moroccan keeper, just giving her wall instructions there. So 4 defenders, all 4 defenders in the Moroccan wall, covering the keeper's right-hand post. All set, and Beat Angara will now inform her players where the posts are. Referee wants to have a word with something here. Something's not quite right.
Yeah, I think what's happened there is each team is given the opportunity to set up, and once they've set up, they've got to be quiet. So while the attacking coach sets up their particular side of it, and what was happening then, while they were tapping the post, the wall was talking and disrupting the attacking coach.
Yeah, total silence required from each team, and there is the effort from Angelica Angara with the free kick, but it goes well wide. So another shot at least for Austria, but still no closer to breaking the deadlock here. Now Berouan drives forward here. This is a chance. Berouan strikes and just goes wide. That's the best chance of the game so far.
Yeah, it was a great run. She's got right way through there, and she's in on goal, just to keep her to beat, and she just pulled it just a little bit wide, but that was a really good effort by Morocco.
Yeah, similar distance to that which she scored from against Sweden in the opening group game on Monday, and she's off again here. Berouan drives forward. Is she going to be able to keep this in? Not quite. She's beaten by the Austrian goalkeeper Hengel, who uses that right boot to clear up field. All of a sudden Moroccan skipper just playing slightly more advanced and causing a bit of damage and chaos in the Austrian defence. Now Imoma onto the ball for Morocco. Finds Berouan. Here is the Moroccan skipper once again. Goes right, then cuts back left on her left foot. Good powerful shot, but probably a bit too far out to trouble the goalkeeper. Referees just want to have a quick word with Berouan and Bettina Sulyuk here, who exchanged, I'm sure, some light-hearted words after that little tussle.
Yeah, a few pleasantries.
Is turning into what all the Moroccan games have been so far, a little bit of a fiery affair at times. We're at least seeing chances at both ends. We've got 47.5 seconds left in this one. Hopefully we'll get at least one more chance. Austria in possession. Sulyuk drives from right to left across the pitch. Good tackle though from Imoma. Moroccan 10. Controls the ball well, then drives forward. That is good defending by Daniela Angara. In fact, both Angara twins there. But Imoma breaks through, shoots, and just drags that wide. Once again, Morocco creating an excellent shooting opportunity and just dragging their shot wide.
It was a great run by her. She's worked really so hard. She's twisted and turned, got into the 6-yard box and just pulled it wide of the far post again.
Pulled it wide, and that is going to do us. There is the buzzer. So despite some good chances for both teams, particularly Morocco, both Imoma and Berouan having excellent opportunities towards the end of that second half, we are once again heading to penalties. It will be the dreaded shootout that decides the 5th place playoff in this blind women's competition.
Well, Alex, let's wait for the referees to get in the middle and to do the coin toss. Hopefully, we struck gold last time, didn't we? They come down our end, so let's hope whoever wins the coin toss decides to kick this way, and we're lucky to have the action right in front of us.
Yeah, so a penalty shootout to decide this one. 3 penalties each, and then sudden death after that. Obviously in the first game, the teams had the choice of goalkeepers, as they had 2 each within their squads. This game, not quite the same, so we know exactly who will be in goal. Hasne Amre will be in goal for Morocco, and Tanda Hengel will be between the sticks for Austria.
We were talking about penalties. I'll impart a little story with you. I can remember when I was playing, I think it was 2000, the World Cup was in Spain, and we were playing Colombia, and that went to a penalty shootout. And would you believe it? It was 27 penalties before someone either got one in front or had another one saved. 27 penalties between the 2 teams. It was unbelievable, and the tensions were running high. That it was a World Cup. It was just it was played just outside Cadiz in the summer. It was baking hot in the 40s, and it was so hot playing that day. And we finished it off 27 penalties. It was unbelievable.
Well, if we have 27 here, we're going to be a while yet before we finish. The sun has come out here. It is probably not quite as warm as it was in Spain on that day. But some nice dry conditions in Birmingham, which is different to certainly what we had yesterday. Referees just calling the captains and the keepers to the middle to have a quick chat and do the coin toss before we commence the penalty shootout. Austria already in the middle, just waiting for their Moroccan counterparts to join them here.
Yeah, if we do go down to sudden death, as far as I'm aware, it always used to be the case, you go with the minimum amount of squad players. So, because Morocco have only got 4 outfield players, Austria can only use 4 of their outfield players. So, to keep it levelly balanced, so the Austrian coach will have to pick someone who won't take a penalty. And I'm pretty sure that's still the rule. So we'll see. Got a coin toss going ahead in front of us now. We'll soon find out which way we're going. Alex, we failed.
Doesn't look like we've lucked out this time. Looks like it's down the other end. Although we will get a good view from behind the takers.
And they flick the coin again for who goes first. So we're definitely going down the bottom end to take the penalties. Can't quite work out who's going to be first, but we'll soon know. Yeah, everyone's disappearing down the bottom end, so that's where we're going to be.
Yeah, goalkeepers just getting themselves ready before taking their positions. It's certainly down the bottom end.
And it looks to be the Austrian goalkeeper.
Both keepers walking, away from the goal at the minute, which is...
They don't want to play. It's Austrian goalkeepers going in. She was just
definitely Morocco to take first.
Yeah, she was just putting her drinks bottle down. Well, good luck to everyone, and... don't be the player to miss.
So Morocco number 10, Nadir Oumaima to take the first penalty. Tanda Hengel in the Austrian goal to beat. She was a bright spark in the game, had plenty of shooting opportunities, but couldn't quite find the connection with any of them. Hopefully her penalty for her goes differently.
Right, and before each and every penalty, the referee will check the eye shades, just to make sure that the tape is all taped down and the eye shades are correctly in place before the penalty will be taken.
Yeah, and the Moroccan guide will now tap the post in a second as well to indicate where the goal is ahead of the penalty, with total silence from everyone else.
And he's tapping it with some vigour.
So here we go. Second shootout of the day, and it starts with an excellent save from Tander Hengel in the Austrian goal to keep it at 0-0.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad penalty. It was put then into, as we're looking at it, the right-hand corner, and the Austrian goalkeeper's gone to her left and pushed it well away from the goal. So good save by the keeper.
Yeah, nice height for the keeper, but a good save. That was well struck penalty from Oimoma, and it will be Austria to take the next one. And Daniela Angerer, one of the Angerer twin sisters.
She's got a very colourful hair braiding going on there. She's got a massive long ponytail, and it's got loads of different colours of tape around that ponytail. Very colourful indeed.
Yeah, so Mother beat the guide behind the goal. Referee is just asking for total silence from Morocco here, whilst Austria get themselves ready for this penalty.
So she's going to have to repeat the process there, and because if there's any noise, it breaks the concentration of the penalty taker, and so they restart the whole process again. So it's pretty annoying when someone does speak or creates a noise.
So here we go. Austria's first penalty. Daniela Angerer goes down the middle and well saved.
Yeah, it was too straight. Nice height for the keeper. Reasonable amount of power, but yeah, it was definitely too straight.
Yeah, straight at Hasne Amri, who shows good hands to hold that one. It now will be the turn of the Moroccan skipper, Hane Barouan, who had that good chance with a couple of minutes to go towards the end of the game. Unfortunately, just dragged her shot wide. She has scored once already in this tournament. Just getting a feel for where the ball is at the minute as the Moroccan guide taps both posts and goes back behind the goal. So Barouan left-footed and drags that just wide. She's probably a little bit too straight onto the ball there to take that left-footed.
Yes, yeah, you're right, Alex. The way she'd positioned the ball and her body was in relationship to the ball. It was always likely that it was going to go in that direction and miss the target. So here's Bettina. She's probably, I think she's their best player. She's been playing the game for about 5 or 6 years now, Bettina. In fact, I think she was the first woman ever to captain a mixed side in the European International, and I think that was about 5 years ago. And you might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, someone on it was watching, but I'm pretty sure she was. So
up she steps with it. 0-0. 2 penalties taken so far by Morocco. This will be Austrian's second. Bettina Sulyuk, the number 10 and captain. This is a really, really good chance here for Austria. Their best player with their second penalty to break the deadlock in the shootout and give them a big advantage. Guide is in position, the keeper is ready. Here's Sulyuk. Strikes low but didn't quite get any power behind it.
Yeah, it was half decent, not enough power, as Alex has said, and it went to the keeper's right, and the keeper's got down smartly and made the save. We're looking at it again. Yeah, it was a comfortable save for her. She was down there in plenty of time.
Well, you said 27. We've had 4.
I'm thinking it is. Here we go.
Up steps the Moroccan number 7, Boudiab Aoumaima. Aoumaima, who started the goal in the week, saved an 8-metre penalty from England's Samantha Goff in their 0-0 draw. But haven't seen her take one yet. Right foot on the ball here. Just waiting for the referee to be happy. The guide will tap both posts. So 0-0 after 2 penalties each. effective sudden death already. That's a great strike, and there it is.
Yes, that's the first goal. What a strike by her. Tremendous. Let's watch this again.
Maima puts that high to the keeper's right, in off the underside of the bar. Nothing Hengel could do about that one. That is a fantastic penalty.
As we're looking at it again, yep, to clip the underneath the bar. And Hengel just looks up in despair. She thinks it's going to hit the bar and come out. And it's not. She's just staring up at the sky in despair that she couldn't do anything to stop it.
Yeah, you can see the joy on the faces of the Moroccan players, and they celebrate together after that goal. Goal means a lot to them. But it's Angelica Angara now for Morocco, now for Austria, knowing that she has to score to keep this shootout going. Morocco lead 1-0. A big penalty, big pressure penalty on Angelica Angara, and a big moment for Hasne Amri in the Moroccan goal as well. Save here would ensure victory for her side. And she does save it. That's an excellent save.
Yeah, well done. She's got down to her left, and her left arm's come out and her hands pushed it away. And the Moroccans are all falling around all over the place.
Yeah, cue the celebrations on the pitch by Morocco. This
very emotional.
Means a huge amount to them.
The number 7's in tears. You can see she's in tears. I think number 7 was the goalkeeper earlier part of the week, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's had a fantastic week, as we can see the winning moment here for Morocco. Full stretch, left-handed, fingertip save, tipped away very well. And yeah, quite fitting that Boudiab Aoumaima, who started the week filling in goal for Morocco as an outfield player normally. They only had 4 players at the start of the week. She was in goal, scores the winning penalty that secures them 5th place. And you can see out there what it means to their players. They are absolutely delighted with that. And rightly so.
Yeah, there's smiles, there's laughter, there's tears. Oh, there's all the emotions under the sun you could see out there. They're so happy.
Yeah, and this is what it's all about. You know, the first World Games for the women, and this is the emotion and the passion that it brings out. You can see the Austrian players there. You know, tears in their eyes. They're gutted, but they can hold their heads high, be proud with themselves. They've had an excellent week themselves. They've been fantastic at the back, been really solid defensively. They put in an excellent performance against Argentina yesterday, so they've had a great week, so they shouldn't get too down on themselves.
Now they've worked hard all week, and it's only a very small squad again, like the Moroccans, and they put a lot of effort in. We got Ilyas Mastras, he's the president of the IBSA football section, and he's obviously out there congratulating and commiserating with them, and he's just going to wander over. And I'm sure all the 2 teams will get together and all have a group photo together.
Yeah, so a group photo to end this one. It has finished here in the 5th place playoff in the women's competition of the blind football. It finished Morocco 0, Austria 0 after normal time. But in the penalties, it has finished Morocco 1, Austria 0. So Morocco take 5th place, Austria take 6th place. Our next game here is at 12:30 as we change focus to the men's competition between Japan and Turkey in Group A. We're going to take a short break before that, and we hope to see you then.